So Darby Allin is the new AEW World Champion in a move that I don't think a lot of people expected to happen. Going into this match, I was thinking, yeah, there's a chance. I mean, when I heard Darby Allin was going to be facing MJF, when Darby won his match at the last pay-per-view at Dynasty, I'm thinking, at this point, there probably is a chance that Darby Allin could win this match. He's got a lot of momentum right now, and he's challenged for the belt a number of times and never won it. So, from that point of view, it was sort of the perfect storm. And honestly, this dude, he puts his body on the line for this company, man. Like, he does some gnarly shit for AEW, and it feels right that AEW is sort of rewarding that with this title run. But I thought there was a chance that this match was going to happen, and I also thought there was a chance Darby Allin would win it. But I'm thinking, damn, they're going to do it this early, and I'm like, well, now that they're doing it on a Dynamite, I'm not really sure. Can Darby Allin win this? Because would they just have MJF retain at an angle, hit him with a gimmick or something, and then do a rematch at the pay-per-view? That would make sense from a traditional point of view, but AEW don't play by the rule book. That's why I got so much love for AEW TV and AEW pay-per-view, the entire product. Because they don't play by the rules. They change it up. They keep you on your toes. It's not mad predictable. And again, I don't care what you say. I don't care what other people say. For me, unpredictability is one of the best things to have in a wrestling show. Now, there are people that don't like it or whatever, or think you can overdo it. You can overdo it to a point, but honestly, if you're looking at it from a point of view where I'm watching this and anything could happen, I can't take my eyes off the product. I'm going to always want to watch it because anything can happen. Now, it can get to a point, it could get to a point where, anything can happen and then shit's just happening that doesn't even make sense at all. Then I get that. But there's a balance to be had, and AEW is striking that balance perfectly right now. They had MJF just beat Kenny Omega in a 40-minute match, which, honestly, going into this match, I thought Kenny Omega could have won that. I'm thinking Kenny Omega could have won that, and they could have given Kenny Omega a run with the world title and could have done, this could be maybe his retirement year or whatever. It is clear that, again, another guy who's definitely got more matches behind him than he's got ahead of him. But MJF beat Kenny Omega at the pay-per-view, and now we're getting Darby and MJF. I didn't even get to do a review of the pay-per-view because it's all happened so quickly. Do you know what I mean? It's all happened so quickly after each other, right? MJF retains. A few days later, he's in there with Darby Allin. Now, they do the gimmick where, where MJF comes into the show and he doesn't know about the match. He gets told, he's like, what the hell, this isn't happening, etc., etc., etc. Then Darby gets the mic, and Darby's literally crying, bro. Like, hands shaking, tears coming down his face. I'm thinking, is this dude winning the belt tonight? And I'm like, I know it's in his hometown. It's like the perfect storm for him to win the belt and it'd be a holy shit moment. And it literally was a holy shit moment. You had a guy in his hometown, a guy with gaining momentum, and a guy who's been loyal to the company since day one. It's the perfect storm. It would have been annoying if they didn't have him win. It would have been annoying if they had MJF beat Darby and they just ran it back at the pay-per-view. That would have been annoying to me. But instead, they do it on Dynamite and boom. Darby Allin's the new world champion. Squashes MJF as well. Squashes him. Literally, match starts, they exchange low blows. Scorpion Death Drop, 4 Coffin Drops on MJF from each corner. Pins him, 1, 2, 3. New world champion. Oh, it was so amazing. Bro, that is what wrestling is all about. And there are people that hate on this move, hate on this, they're going to hate on this title run. I'm not going to be one of them. And well, let me chill. I'm not going to hate on this title win because I loved this title win. I loved it. Me personally, loved it. But I don't want to say I'm not going to hate on this title reign because he's literally just won it. Let's see what he does on this title reign. Now again, pretty much how this title run's going to go. But honestly, the nature of Darby Allin's matches is typically him getting beaten up and then a big comeback and he wins. That's typically his matches. As world champion, it's a bit different. Like, you're the world champ and you're getting dominated for the majority of your match. It's a bit different. So maybe Darby Allin's going to have to change the way he wrestles. But we're going to have to see, man. I'm so interested. Again, AEW's put us in a situation where I'm like, I've got to see what happens next. I've got to see what happens next. Because the MJF's going to want a rematch. Swerve's going to want a match. Brody King's going to want a match. And you know, any one of these guys is putting on an amazing match with Darby Allin on any given night. You know that. You know they're always going to do some gnarly shit. It's standard. But Darby Allin squashes MJF to become the new AEW World Champion in a move that a lot of people are going to hate on. Like I said, loads of people are going to hate on this. They're not going to rate it. They're going to say it's ruining the lineage and the legacy of the championship. They're going to say, you know, MJF's legacy is ruined because he's been squashed by Darby Allin. They're going to say all sorts. But this was a crazy title change for me, in my opinion. And Darby Allin's the new AEW World Champion. Let me know what you guys thought of the match, what you guys think of the story, and where do you think they're going to go in the future with this title reign. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.